What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. San Antonio Spurs visit Los Angeles, playing the Clippers. So it's going to be a late night for yours truly, a late night for a lot of you probably as well. It's 10:30 p.m. Eastern where I am, and oh boy, but I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited. And of course, if you haven't heard, Pop is out indefinitely. Mitch Johnson will be the head coach for the Spurs. Health issue, we don't know what. It's undisclosed. Don't know how long he'll be out, so hopefully he'll be okay sooner than later. And I think this game is about to start any second now. It is. Players are on the court, and away we go. Holy moly. The game's starting already. That was quick. Well, 10:30 game, I guess you gotta get on getting on with it, right? Spurs win the jump ball because, well, that's what we do. I mean, we got Wemby. That's expected. I don't know if there's ad music playing. I'm going to shut the ad off. And Jeremy Sohan's going to start us off with a dunk. Pass from Wemby.
Thunder, dunk of justice.
Okay. That's one of the earlier Thunder Dunk of Justices we've ever had on the channel. Zubac will kick it out. Now they go around the world, find the open three-pointer. Terrence Mann for three. And it is Spurs ball. Wemby with the ball out in three-point land. Drops it off to Sohan, and he goes over the midcourt line, but it was deflected. Stays with the Spurs. German to Champagny. Champagny's going to chuck a three. And alrighty. All right, let's do some hellos since the game started right at 10:30. Mr. Vids, good evening. Funky Homer, what's up? Student of the Savior. Slater. Tracy J. Money. Rhonda. Steven, Patrick Mahomes is hurt? Wait, Chiefs. Oh, yeah, it's Monday Night Football. And now a foul on the Spurs. They are up 5-3. Spurs have the fourth-ranked defense in the NBA right now. Zhuoling Chong, good evening. And yes, Selena's back on camera. She's back in the saddle again because Miss TSR is not here with us tonight. It's obviously a late night, a very late night. Bart, I'm going to make it to the end, but it's going to be rough at the end. What's up, Yasursky? Thank you for stopping in. Zubac at the line for two. Zubaka. All right. For those of you that haven't been here when we have a late game for TSR, I tend to get the Pistons beat the Lakers. Wow. I tend to be a little off. The Hawks lost, and the Hawks are falling apart, which is good for Spurs fans. We have their pick. Gee, what's going on? Doja? Yeah, we can win 3 in a row. You're right. Improve to 4-3. Why not? We can beat the Clippers. We generally don't, but this is a new era. Wemby in the paint. Pull up Jay off the glass. No good. Sohan with the offensive rebound. Back out to Wemby for 3. Off the back rim. 5-all. Man drives in the paint, and he's going to get a layup. Nice choke coast-to-coast shot. Trae Young is hurt. Thank you, James. Wow. I'm not wishing for a Trae Young injury, but I am wishing for a Lamb to be bad this year. It's only good for the Spurs. Chris Paul with the ball. Gets to the free throw line. Finds Wemby in the paint and throws it down.
Thunder, dunk of justice.
Daniel Berry, good evening to you. And Jay Money, I saw your team lost again to the Cavaliers, but it was a close game, right? I think they lost by like 2. Zubac in the paint gets blocked by Sohan. You all thought I was going to say Wemby, didn't you? Clippers keep the ball. Kick it out for 3. The 3 is no good by Derrick Jones Jr. And Wemby will bring it up the court for the Spurs. Going to fire off a straight-up 3. Back rim no good. Gets his own miss. Into the paint. Gets it to Sohan. Sohan back out to Chris Paul. The offense will reset with 7 on the shot clock. Paul back out to Champagny for 3. Champagny had been in like a 3 for 18 slump from beyond the arc, but he fired him at will tonight and looking good. Everybody's here tonight. Well, almost everybody. Gang's all here. My gang's all here. That 3 is no good by James Harden, and a fast break down the other end for Sohan. We've had 3 dunks already for the Spurs.
Thunder, dunk of justice.
The Cavs are 8-0. I did not know that. Benjamin, good evening. Yes, win this one for Pop. I'm not sure if and when we'll get an exact update on what exactly happened and why he's out. You would think they would release something. Spurs cause a turnover. 12-7. Chris Paul bringing up, and they're up by 5, and the offense is looking good so far. CP3 into Wemby. Almost turns it over, gets it to Sohan, and now the ball's going to be kicked into the backcourt. And, no, I thought we had a foul. Maybe not. 5 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Almost another turnover. Someone's going to have to force. Oh, my gosh. Shot clock violation. That was ugly. I don't even know how to describe what I just saw. Deflection after deflection after deflection. Harden playing some defense tonight. And the Spurs just could not hold on to the ball like it was a hot potato. We do need that Atlanta pick. Johnny, Go Spurs, go to you. Austin, good evening to you. Go Spurs, go to everybody. And you know the deal. If you'd like to be an official sponsor of TSR Sports, just hit the thumbs up. Whoops, I might have stopped that early. But Mitch Johnson, the interim coach at the moment, he is doing a good job. Man drives in the paint. The ball's deflected by Wemby. That may have been blocked. A steal. I don't know. It's Spurs ball. The break, Bard's going to drive into the paint, and a reverse layup is good. And we have doubled up on the Clickers. Who is this Spurs team? They are playing like such a different team after those, after the 2-3 start. They are just 1-3 start. 1-3 start. We started 1-3. Timeout Clippers, and we look much better. I'm digging it. I'm not gonna lie. Seems like things are slowly coming together. I mean, we still have some issues on the team, but overall, a step in the right direction. And the Clippers started off good, but I believe they've been losing lately. It kills. Good evening to you. The Twig Gaming channel. Did you get your baby Wemby today? The Twig? I think Amazon said it showed up, so hopefully you did get it. Ray, Go Spurs to you. Definitely get the win for Pop. NBA All-Star for Wemby, absolutely. Steven, good evening to you. I hope so too, Jason. Let's go was right to Clutch Card. The Twig Gaming channel did get his baby Wemby today. I hope you like it. Our next giveaway, I guess I'll announce it to you guys that are here right now, but I'm looking at maybe Thursday when we play the Blazers, which will be former teammates going head-to-head, sort of. Stefan Castle versus Dominic Klingon used to play at UConn together. Miss TSR should be here for that game. So I was like, maybe that'd be a good time to give away a baby coyote. Not this baby coyote. He would not want to leave the house, but a baby coyote. Purple, yeah. Beat the brakes up. Oh, you guys get the Clippers pick, don't you? That's right. That Paul George pick is still paying dividends. Man, you guys kind of fleeced him on that one. Reds, go Spurs, go to you. Steven, I'm going to be transparent with you guys. I took a nap tonight from about 7:45 to 9:15. I'm like, I need to. I got a 90-minute nap in. But I'm probably still going to be hurting at the end of the game. When my alarm went off, I was like so out of it. I don't know what from what. Nice, AJ. Joanne, I'm trying to call every game this season. So on games like this where they're playing at 10 or 10:30, I'm going to try to sneak an hour and a half nap in. I did tonight. Got up, grabbed a shower, had a half a bagel, small protein shake, and I'm feeling good. TM, what's going on? King Jorge. Well, hello, Ricky Martinez. Yeah, crazy trade for sure. Jay, you might be right. G51, he might just need some rest. Pop is 75, and that's not me criticizing his age. That's just stating a fact. He's 75. Most folks are retired by then. Well, thank you, Three Beards. Mario, good evening to you. Fresh Zero, Mario. The Giants stink. Oh my gosh, what? We're 2-7 now. Wemby's on the bench already? What? Huh? You got 2 fouls or something? 4.5 minutes and he needs a rest? What am I missing? James Harden with the ball, gets it over to man, looking for Zubac in the paint, guarded by Zach Turnstile Collins. And CP3 doubles him up and causes the turnover. Spurs on the run. Just kidding, Zach. Love you. Champagny for a corner 3. Who is this guy? Julian has outscored the Clippers. Keith, good evening to you. Oh, Mario, the Giants have... I think Dable's getting fired. At some point, he's getting fired. I don't know. That seems like the only next step. James Harden with miss. And by the way, I think I saw James Harden is taking 8 or 9 threes a game and shooting sub 30%. Not good. Speaking of threes, Zach Collins for 3? No. Keith, I did not know that. Well, congratulations on the retirement. Guadalupe, Mitch Johnson, if the Spurs win tonight, if the Spurs win and the next game Pop is out, which is Wednesday versus the Rockets, if they are playing extremely well under him, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't know. Or maybe what you do if the Spurs are playing well and Pop, something happens where he can't come back and coach, or he says, you know what, my health's more important, I can't do the schedule anymore, I'm going to retire at least from coaching. He'll still be a part of the Spurs organization in the front office, but just for coaching, maybe you just have Mitch be the coach for the rest of the year and see what happens. Drive to the paint, and that's a miss by Norman Powell. Spurs ball, CP3, bring it up. They're up 19-10, under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. He's just going to chuck a 3 and make the 3. Yep. What's going on? San Antonio Hotspur. The Spurs are on a 17-3 run in the last 4+ minutes. And Chris Paul his shooting has really come around the last few games. Zubac, a little jump left hook, no good. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Spurs ball. This is crazy. UConn's head coach is Dan Hurley. I think he's under contract for a while, so I don't see him coming here, but that would be great. Sodom Scar, they're off to a great start. Cowboy X Factor, good evening to you. Yes, you do. Hey, if anybody knows Suck Now, it's Cowboys fans. Chris Paul drops another bucket. He is hit the fountain of youth all of a sudden. Wave Goblin, good evening to you. Toby, what's going on? I'm honestly in shock right now. The way this team has that Thunder game, the Thunder game where some people are calling Wemby a bust. When we, losing to one of the best teams in the Western Conference, maybe the best team. And since then, 180. Collins got to go. Gawala, yes. Harrison Barnes has looked good too. And his defense has been nowhere near as bad as advertised when he was coming in. Right, so I don't know what they're going to do with the coaching thing if Pop can't come back. If he can't, I think you want Mitch Johnson the rest of the year if the team's playing well under him, and then play it by ear then. He looks like he's a younger guy, so he would be, well, that would be a massive change in age at the head coach spot, would it not? I'm assuming he's about half of Pop's age, or he maybe even less. Spurs ball, doubling up the Clippers 24-12. CP3's going to launch a 3, no good. I like that shot. We had plenty of time on the shot clock. Jones Jr. drives and turns the ball over, and the Spurs have played very good defense as of late. Kellen's going to fly into the paint, gets it to Zach Collins. Collins going to drive. We're going to have a lot of contact. And a blocking foul. I thought that might have been a charge. Bucks achieve 17 all. Alrighty. Maybe you want... No, we are not losing 60 games. Mario, that's a darn good question. I don't know. And that's one thing with the Giants is they've been having a rotation of head coaches ever since Coach Coughlin left the team, retired, was forced out, whatever. I don't remember exactly what happened. But since Tom Coughlin left the Giants, it's every 2 years there's a new head coach. Dable's in year 3. You don't like to keep doing that, but... And they're not losing bad, though. They're losing by like a score. They're losing by like a touchdown. I don't know. 5-second violation. That doesn't happen anymore in the NBA. Come on, Spurs. Prediction record. Luke, I've been saying all year 35-40 wins. I stick with that. I think we're going to be around a 500 team. And an alley-oop attempt by the Clippers is way off. It is Spurs ball. Malachi Branham checked in. Stephon Castle. Brandon drives in the paint. He gets a layup. But my gosh, the Clippers are just getting decimated right now. No defense. Offense looks squishy. Just wait until the fourth quarter when I'm trying to call this game. It's going to be interesting. Batum pulls up. No good. Nothing going in for LA. Lance, good evening to you. Addy, what's up? I don't know the answer to either of those for Pop or Trae Young, but I did hear Trae Young got hurt, and the Hawks are falling apart, and we have their first overall pick. Keldon in the paint really forces a shot and gets it! And another timeout for LA. Who is this Spurs team? Veronica, good evening, says, who doesn't love a squishy offense? This is true. I can't believe what we're watching. How about we get some Go Spurs goes in here? All right. Isn't it kind of suspicious that Pop's illness is undisclosed? Sinister. Yes and no. I mean, think about it. When you call out from work, do you tell them why you're out? You're just like, hey, I'm calling out sick. You don't call them and say, hey, I have the poops. So, I get it. Tax Brazilian Ghost, good evening to you. Bench Jones. Ben Yoda, good evening. I mean, you're going to go with, what's his head? Drew Lock? I just say play DJ the rest of the year. JOG, Go Spurs, go to you. This is Atlanta Clippers, right? Oh, it's at LAC. Sorry, Keith. Yes, this is in LA. Got to put away bad teams like the Clippers. We want to make the playoffs. Indeed. How about show us Triple H, a.k.a. the game AJ? You got it.
Sucker!
That's right. We don't have Devin Vassell either. Devin still out. Hopefully he's back this week. And Pedro, yes, probably 4-3 after, I would think, after tonight. Mario, you're going to pay Daniel Jones even more money to sit on the bench? I saw Manu dunk the ball. 47 still dunking. Respect the dunking. Two clutch Corey, no Devin, no Trey, no Pop. And CP3 seems like he has hit the fountain of youth. Crypto Keeper, Greg Popovich. Jose, what's up from San Antonio? Son of Scar, it shouldn't, but it could. And Luke, I have him pegged up to up to 40 wins, and that would be fighting for the play-in more than likely in the Western Conference. But the Clippers are falling apart lately, so if they are bad this season, who the heck knows? The Lakers seem to be taking a 180. They lost to the Pistons tonight. They were killing it at home, and AD's having like the best start of his career. I believe he has the highest scoring since Kobe Bryant back when Kobe played to start the season. And the Lakers all of a sudden are just falling apart. They don't play defense. I don't know. Sohan is looking good. I've always been rooting for him. I'll openly criticize his game if need be, just like any Spurs player, but a first-round pick you got to hit on, and he was a nice pick from a couple years ago, and maybe he could end up being in the running for most improved player if he keeps playing this way, and his year progresses, or gets better as the season goes along. Force 3 at the shot clock, and that is going to hit nothing. Shot clock violation, Clippers, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, the Spurs have been causing a ton of 24-second violations this season. The Clippers are 3 of 15 from the field. 3 of 15. That's 20%. That's not good. Keldon with the ball out in three-point land over to Barnes. Back to Keldon. 3 minutes to go. 28-12. Keldon's going to drive in the paint. Throws up the layup. Good. And that's the player we saw the other night, just attacking to rim. He was tired out clearly in the fourth quarter, but attacking Keldon's better than Keldon just standing there firing shots off. Spurs cause another turnover. This team is playing so much better. I'm at a loss for words. Brandon in the paint. Well, no, sir. Gets in the paint, gets blocked. No. Not in my house. Harden's going to force a shot in the paint and just misses everything. Castle will bring it up the floor for the Spurs. Gets it to Malachi Branham. Branham thinks about a three. Gets it back to Stephon Castle. 2:11 to go. Castle driving the paint. Spins around. Little jumper. Good. We're up by 20. Rose City King, good evening yet? Good evening. Good evening yet. Why haven't we gotten Zach Collins yet? His contract. He's not tradable. Raymond, this is crazy. You guys got to understand. I've been calling the Spurs for, this is the 6th year in a row, and they've always been bad. It's not often we've had a winning record. And granted, it's only 4-3 if they win tonight. But the way this team has just turned around over the last few games. And Malachi Branham hits a three. We've dropped 35 already. Marauder says Branham is screwing us over by dropping his trade value. I don't think he's dropping it. Surely we're not much better without Victor. No. He's getting a long rest, though. He checked out at around the 7.5 minute mark. Clippers ball. Pull up three. No good. Out of bounds. Chris Dunn missed that shot, and it's going to be Spurs ball. This is... The Clippers are the top, are the 11th best team in the NBA at scoring in the first quarter. They averaged 29. We've held them to half that so far. Oh boy, there's the angry toast. Alex, good evening to you. Glaze and Bacon, what's going on? Zach Collins in the paint, goes for a dunk, gets fouled, and he's going to get to the line for two. Papa is out indefinitely. Oh, Wemby does have 2 fouls. Does he really? I didn't know that. Taj Mahal, good evening to you. We're up by 21. And Albert, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope we're not going to see a bunch of talk about... I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah, Wemby played 4 minutes. He has 2 fouls, Glazing Bacon. I did not realize that. He sat around the 7.5. Was it 7 minutes? 7.5, whatever it was. It was pretty early. Zach Collins hits both free throws. Can we get to 40 in the first quarter? We're close. 23-point lead. Spurs are in the bonus. Sure. And Spurs caused another turnover on the break. Stephon Castle in the paint, up off the glass. And one! Oh my God! Our Spurs team is making Zach look good. What time is it? Where I am, Saul 77. It is almost 11 p.m. It's late. It's late. Stephon Castle turned 20 on Friday. Happy birthday, Stephon. And the Spurs have dropped to 40 in the first quarter. 26-point lead for the Spurs. An offensive foul on Zubac. Turnover. Jay, go Spurs, go to you. And yes, if you haven't done so, please do hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. How about some thumbs up for the Spurs' 26-point lead? When's the last time this has happened? Has this ever happened in the first quarter on this channel? We've been up over 25. Yeah, Castle just took a shot. There you go, Homer. 60 wins. Brandon for 3. That was not a good shot. Wasn't a bad miss. I just thinking, well, you know what? I'd rather see him taking shots and being passive and doing nothing. Just don't be taking eight or 9 threes and missing all of them. Clippers ball. About 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Step back 2 is no good by Kevin Porter Jr. Castle bringing up for the Spurs. He's going to launch a quick 3. No good. And we will take a 40-14 lead into the second quarter. I am in shock. We are up by 26 now. Let's not get carried away. There's still a lot of time left. We unfortunately have seen our team blow leads, especially in the third quarter. So I'm not going to call this game over by any stretch of the imagination, but oof. our best first quarter of the year, easily. Ron GM was reporting Enrique Lombardo training Giants. Wait, did the Giants play Sunday morning? Cowboy X Factor? Are we in London? In London? I think we're in London. What's up, Levi? Selena in the house, looking good. The assistant coach is not bad. The Tweet Gaming, I will say this. I didn't like what I saw in the preseason. And he showed more flashes the second season. So far this year, he is playing very well. He's got to stay that way, though. He's been very, very inconsistent in his career with the Spurs. So if he can stay a consistent shooter and shoot at a good percentage, then he's a player that'll stay on the roster. He turns into preseason Malachi. Wemby had 2 fouls. He doesn't only have 1 foul? Then I don't know. We play in Munich. Oh, it's in Germany? And yes, Cowboy X Factor, and those that don't know, we did our first giveaway on Saturday night, and Twig Gaming Channel already got his baby Wemby. We're looking at Thursday. I'm going to tell you guys right now, looking at giving out a baby coyote. Not this baby coyote. This is the TSR family baby coyote. But a baby coyote. Giannis coming to the Spurs after their horrible start. I don't think that would... Do you guys think that would work? It's probably not... It's very unlikely. But would a Twin Towers 2.0 of Giannis and Wemby work? I'd be worried that a front court of Wemby, Giannis, and Sohan would annihilate our floor spacing. But we'd also have Lob City 2.0 with CP3. So I don't know. Waiting for quarter 2 to start. Who's going to be our triplet? Baby. That score is correct. It kills. Muhammad, good evening to you. I'm sure those just coming in are probably looking at the scoreboard like, what? What's happening here? This has got to be TSR messing around. Alex, maybe. And yes, Tony's playing. They're playing very well. The Tony. Santon from the Philippines, good evening to you. Go Spurs, go to all of you. And Zubac with a little baby hook in the paint, good. Wemby has checked back in. Let's just keep the lead north of 15. Because you know the Clippers are going to make a run at some point. Keep the lead at least 15 going into the half. Wemby with the ball out in three-point land. Starts to drive. Gets it over to Branham. 4 on the shot clock. Malachi turns it over. And that's going to be an easy fast break for the Clippers. And a dunk for Amir Coffey. Let's not start playing sloppy here when we have this big lead. Let's keep it going. Joe Condon, good evening to you. Castle over to Johnson, over to Branham. Branham's going to pull it back and get it to Champagny. Champagny's going to launch a 3. Nope. Coffey with the ball, gets it up the court. And he's open for 3 now. No good. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. And Keldon will bring it up for the Spurs. 40-18. About 10:45 to go in the first half. Wemby out three-point land. Launches a 3. Is he like 0 for 3 already from 3 tonight? And Wemby with a reach-in foul. Jones and Vassell. Jones, about 10 days. Vassell, hopefully this week. Spurs scored more points in the first quarter than the Cowboys and Giants combined. Keep it squishy, Spurs. Oh, no. Veronica, you're going to hold that one on me, aren't you? The squishy offense. I'm not living down that one. A pull-up J by Kevin Porter Jr. Starting to get a little momentum for LA. Addy, good evening to you. Yes, Sirski, it would be a nightmare if the Spurs somehow lost this game after that first quarter. Kelly getting harassed out in three-point land. Over to Branham. Branham will drive, and he gets blocked. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's Clippers ball. Sinister hasn't played much. Wemby has 2. He's barely played. Played about 4.5 minutes maybe in the first quarter, and then sat for the rest of the quarter for the most part. I don't remember if he checked back in. A little slow start offensively for Wemby. Porter Jr. with the pull-up, and we're going to have a timeout by Mitch Johnson. It's now an 18-point game, which is good, but we were up by 20. We were up by like 24? Good evening, Mars. Yeah, this lineup right here is not working. If the Spurs win, I don't know if the video is planned for Cowboy X Factor tomorrow. I don't really use I don't plan ahead with these videos. With the other channel now that I'm doing, the I Like Crap channel, that's also taking up time with a lot of planning. And look, this channel's still always going to be number one. But what I found, actually, no, I might have a video for tomorrow. I already recorded. Me and Miss TSR Sports, while we're in a commercial break, did a reaction to Shaqtin' a Fool. We recorded it over the weekend. And I wasn't sure I was going to put it up because the audio sounds a little off on it. It's only mostly the beginning. It sounds a little doubled up. I'm not sure what's happening. And I watched the reaction. I'm like, you know what? This actually came out kind of fun. I'm laughing a lot. She's absolutely dying. And I already pre-uploaded it to see if there was any copyright issues, and it passed all the copyright stuff. So I might put that up tomorrow around 11. We've talked about reacting to Shaqtin' a Fool. She just can't hold it together when those segments play. And it's only like a 5-minute video. So I might put that up. Reaction videos were kind of miss when we tried them a few months ago. But that was trying the UFC, the WWE, which doesn't have anything to do with our current product, if you will, on the channel. So I might put that up. We'll see how it goes, see if people are interested. Maybe we'll try a couple. We do enjoy watching them, so we're going to watch them no matter what. I know one thing, we bet not lose this lead. Malachi's efforts suck sometimes. Isabel, good morning to you, LA Spurs. Oh, I'd love to have those. What, Veronica? Oh, the Cowboys. Ooh. So yeah, maybe we'll have that up tomorrow. I will try to do Spurs videos whenever there's Spurs news. I don't think we're going to have... Really, the news right now is slowish, unless something happens with Pop. Obviously, that is going to be a news video. But aside from that, I don't expect any major changes. There's probably not going to be a trade this year at all. But we can also look around the NBA. If Atlanta starts collapsing and has like a 10-game losing streak, that's a video that could pop up because the Spurs the Spurs own Atlanta's first-round pick, unprotected. So if you're a Spurs fan, you got to keep an eye on what the Atlanta Hawks are doing. And they are playing bad after an okay start. Trae Young is apparently hurt. They're going to be bad without him. That's El Capitan. That's the point guard. That's the guy that's not only their playmaker, that's their number one scorer. Spurs ball up by 18. I don't think we need to say female like Veronica Cowboy X Factor. I'm saying anybody could do a better job than Jerry Jones. Baby Coyote would do a better job. Mr. Scott Trotch, what's going on? Go Spurs, go to you. Spurs ball, Stefan Castle. Starts to drive, gets into the paint. We'll pass it out to Wemby. Wemby's going to back it up, and instead of taking a three, he's going to drive at the paint. Oh! Boom, that's what I want to see. Faked the three and then took it right at the rim and threw it down. Threw it down.
Thunder, dunk of justice.
Nobody was stopping that freight train coming through. Once he gets momentum, sure, he might be lanky, but it's still a big man coming your way. And Wemby with a block on Zubac. Get out of here. Clippers still have the ball. An off-balance shot with the clock expiring is good by Chris Dunn. He's done with that. Whoops, Spurs ball. I put Spurs points on there by accident. 42-24. Spurs up by 18. Baby Grogu could, for sure. He's got the headband. Wemby one-on-one with Zubac. Pull up from the elbow. Back rim, no good. It is Clippers ball. Wemby struggling to shot a little tonight, but 2 for 3. Oh my gosh, it's a 15-point game. Oh my gosh. Clippers on a 13-2 run in the last 3.5 minutes, and I said they would go on a run. I hope Wemby proves me wrong. Malachi in the paint. Back out to Castle, 4 on the shot clock. Castle with a step back 3. No good. A fight for the rebound, and finally the Clippers come away with it. And this game is done a 180 from the first quarter. Clippers playing better without James Harden. That happens. Done for 3. Timeout. Oh, wow. Good night, Zach. It's late where I am too. This lineup needs to change, Brian. And it's all good if you're sleepy. Hey, if anybody's like, TSR, it was nice seeing you. It's late where I am. I got to go to bed. I totally get that. What is an actual Clipper in the mascot? You know what, JBG? I don't know what their mascot is. The Twig, CP3's not in either. I don't know how many points CP3 has, but we were up 40-14. It was a 26-point game. That's right, Aiken. And now it's 12. 12. We max it. Good evening to you. Is a Clipper a boat? I'm seeing it is. I guess you could have a boat as a mascot. Roy Garza, good evening to you. Has anyone heard of someone say they had the case in the Mondays? Yes, Roy, do you recognize my hoodie? Ghostbirds, go to you, man. Thank you. Los Angeles, good news. So we have Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, and Spurs first-round picks next draft. That is correct, Daddy. Chicago's top 10 protected, and Charlotte is lottery protected. Also correct. This lineup is not working. Yes, we need CP3 and Sohan back in the lineup. Because we won the first quarter 40-14. We're starting the second 2-16. Yes, that is a massive turnaround. Aaron, good evening to you. Little Mikey saying hi to everybody. Beavis, I could not believe what we saw in the first quarter in a good way. Now I can't believe what we're seeing in the second quarter in a bad way. It's a tale of two games, a tale of two cities, a tale of two games. We already have 100 thumbs up, by the way. Thank you, guys. Looks like interest in the Spurs has been up as of late, which is always cool as a content creator, but not only that, cool as a fan. I'm glad to see people are getting excited again. And you guys were excited going into the year, but I think that Thunder game had a little fans kind of stepping back going, oh my gosh, Chet just owned Wemby in this game. You know, is he hit a wall or sophomore slump? He just wasn't feeling well. Since that game, the Spurs have been playing very well, except for this quarter. We do need someone in CP3 back. You're right, Four Paws. You need, when things like this happen, you need somebody to straighten the ship, if you will. Be a stabilizer, and I think CP3 is going to be that guy. So let's see what we do after the timeout. We had a 26-point lead, and it's now 12. Most improved player. Maybe Jeremy Sohan will be in the running for that. Spurs, 16 of 25 in the first, 1 of 6 in the second. The Clippers were 4 of 20 in the first. They're 7 of 9 in the second. So yes, they've literally flip-flopped how they're playing. I'm not putting negative energy, Angie. I'm just keeping it real. It's all positive vibes here. You should know that. You've been here long enough. Wemby for 3, no good. Now that I will say I'd like to see less of. The Clippers have won 7 straight versus the Spurs. Well, let's knock that off tonight. And a foul on Jeremy Sohan, who has checked in on Kevin Porter Jr. Is it me, or does Mamu sound like the next famous orca at SeaWorld? Oh, Purple Orca, I expect the Thunder to annihilate Orlando. Or was that the final score? We max it. Give it a little time. Zubac with the ball. Drops it off. And a pull-up J is blocked by Wemby, you were saying. Porter gets his shot blocked. Harrison Barnes into Wemby. And Wemby's going to get fouled on the other end of the floor. You should go back to work for real. Isabel, you stopped in and said hi. I appreciate that. Listen, I took a nap before this game. I took a nap from about 7:45 to 9:15. And when my alarm went off, I was like, what the heck is happening? It didn't feel like a full night's sleep, but I forgot I had the game. I forgot I was taking a nap. I just didn't know what was going on. 42-30. Sohan passes the inbound pass to Kevin Porter Jr. What is happening to our team? Zubac in the paint. And it's going to roll off the rim, a fight for the board. Zubac still has it and puts it back in. It's a 10-point game. Let them have a run. Glaze and Baking is being kind. We've let them completely back in the game. They're on an 18-2 to run. All momentum is gone. Wemby gets it to CP3. CP3 back to Wemby. He's going to take another. Nope. Doesn't take the three. Gets fouled instead. Dennis says Zach was plus 19. Zach was plus 19? Oh, I can't believe we're doing them. Well, I mean, what do you want me to say? 26 now, down to 10. Were you guys expecting us to be up 26 in the first quarter? I can't believe the Clippers are making a comeback. Hopefully that works. Zach Collins is checked back in. Gets it to Sohan. And Sohan's going to drive in the paint. Back out to Zach for three. Nope. Long rebound goes to Harrison Barnes. Over to CP3. Around to Champagny for three. No good. He gets fouled, though. Going in line. Not for one. Not for two. But three brother shots. I can't believe what I'm reading in the chat. Take Wemby back out. Put back in Zach. Did you think I would ever read that in the chat? Take Wemby out. Put Zach Collins back in? Sinister, the too many threes. It's too many threes. I like me some Wemby. And Pop endorsed the three-point shooting in an interview some point last week about absolutely should be taking, that's what makes him unique. Being a 7'4" guy that can shoot threes. But that game he took 13 threes. And that was a 5x5 game. I love that game, but 13 threes, I was like, come on, man. Wet bricks, oh my gosh. I'm not going to call him that. But I'm going to say he takes too many threes. My opinion. I'd like to get, because we see how phenomenal of a scorer he is in the paint. Let's do a little more work there. Or short to mid-range jumper. Zubac with a tough shot in the paint, no good. Gonna get fouled. Oh yeah, definitely no politics. I know there's a big day in America tomorrow. This is not the place to talk about it though. Wow, Wemby needs to be benched for the half. He needs to learn to play winning basketball. No consequences for him. Wow. A little guidance. Say, hey, big man. Remember when you faked a three and then drove to the rim and dunked it and just dunked the crap out of the ball? Do more of that. Fake the three, drive, hit a mid-range. If you can get in the paint, a layup, a running shot, a dunk, whatever it may be. And he's easily our best finisher at the rim by far. Well, Champagny was hot to start too, so he's cooled off a bit. CP3's cooled off. The whole team is cooled off. And Chris Paul's going to get fouled, speaking of CP3. High percentage shots, Wemby son. Wax on, wax off. I love me some Karate Kid. I will be happy when they finally get the entire season 6 and the final season of Cobra Kai up, but Netflix is doing something weird with 5 episodes and 5 episodes and then 5 episodes apparently. It's a 15-episode season. Speaking of Chris Paul, he has the ball with 6 on the shot clock for the Spurs, guarded by Zubac. Major mismatch. Gets it over to Collins. Collins, we're going to get a shot off. Nope. Shot clock violation and things getting chippy. And you notice every game now we're having these little scuffles with the Spurs. But you know what? If they're going to, play with some heart and some passion, some fire, then good. And we do need some more lobs to Wemby. Fletcher says that's true. Jamal, I like to see Wemby use more mid-range jumpers. Melody, good evening to you. It's flooding down in Texas? Oh, boy. Sean Bradley with handles equals Wemby. No. Joshua, what's going on? Zubac in the paint, throws it off the glass and misses everything. Gets his own miss and puts it back. It's single digits. single digits. Keldon, guarded by man, gets it out to CP3, 12 on the shot clock. Yeah, I think I heard a whistle, and I did. 4:45, and we might be getting close to the bonus. This is an abysmal second quarter, Toby. Sinister says the Spurs we know and love. Do we only have 4? Granada, yeah, the bad boy Spurs. I like that. Wow. Ernie, go Spurs, go to you. That's right. We had 40 points in the first quarter. Jedi, good evening. Zach Collins is at the line for 2. We're in the bonus. For those that don't know, we had 40 points in the first quarter. Jacob, Wemby's getting a rest, and he's been... His shot selection could be a little better tonight. I know Pop said, go ahead, fire away from 3. I don't know if Mitch Johnson agrees with that. I don't know his coaching philosophy. 46-36, and the Spurs are just trying to get to 50 points now. Spurs have the 3rd youngest roster in the NBA. I got to think CP3 is bringing that average way up. Like, way up. A miss, and Zubac with a putback, no good. Ball's going to bounce around and fall into the hands of CP3. And he'll get it to Barnes. Barnes will bring it up the court with authority. Gets it to Sohan. Sohan drives baseline. Did he step out of bounds? Turnover. Ernie Victor, he's got a few blocks, but his shot selection could be better tonight. Coach Kashiba, what's going on? Can't believe you're saying this. Go Bucks. What? Guadalupe, I mean, I'm all on board for Cooper Flag to the Spurs. I mean, then there's our front court. Wemby, Flag, and Sohan. Norman Powell drives to the hoop and gets a layup. 46-38. That bonus better help us. Vicker has 4 blocks. All right, that's a fantastic... I mean, defensively, he's locked on. Offensively, he's struggling a bit. 7 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Kellen's going to drive into the paint. Throws it up off the glass. Teams have been struggling. When he's attacking like this now, teams have had a hard time stopping. He's 6 points, 3 of 3 from the field, and then as I'm praising him, he fouls James Harden down the other end. The Pistons beat the Lakers. The Pistons beat the Lakers tonight. Mila, go Spurs, go. Do you want to go Spurs, go to everybody? 3.5 minutes to go, 10-point game. The Spurs were up by 26 in the first quarter. Zubac has a double-double already? He's got 10 boards? Batum. And the 3 is in and out. Burger. Wemby grabs a rebound. CP3 are bringing up for the Spurs. Both teams are now in the bonus. I want to see very few free throws tonight, if I'm being transparent. Kellen drives right by his man, gets it to Wemby. Wemby with the shot at the glass. Good. Nice job by Kellen. Shook his defender out of his shoes. James Harden has 0? Okay, 50-38. Wemby with 6 points. He's 3 of 9 from the field. Clippers ball. And I think that was a shot. I don't know what Powell just was doing there. Kellen drives in the paint and loses the ball. It's going to go out of bounds off the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is not playing, and he is out for a while. I don't know. Who knows when Kawhi will be back. Wait, the Pistons look good? Kawhi, 0 points. Yes, Kawhi Leonard does have 0 points. Bull has not entered the game. Nice. So wait, is Detroit actually starting to turn things around down there? Well, you know what? Good for them, because they have sucked for way too long, and eventually those draft picks have to start coming through. So, yeah, Chris Paul from the elbow. There we go. Bronny has more points than Kawhi. I know, Veronica, you're not a fan of the laugh. Chris Paul at 9 points and 4 assists. And Zubac with a little runner in the paint. Misses everything. CP3 will bring it up the court for the Spurs. A little over 2 minutes to go. Spurs up by 14. They were up by 26. But I said keep the lead at least to 15. Wemby's open for 3. Fakes the 3. And just loses the ball. Harden on the break. Gets fouled by Barnes. What's up, Machine 78? Gives you nightmares. I like the Kawhi. Well, my girlfriend loves the Kawhi laugh. 52-38. I said it at the start of the second quarter. Like, hey, the Clippers are going to make a run, which they did, but let's keep it around 15 going into the half and into round 15. 2 free throws for the Beard, who used to take 1 million free throws a game before the NBA started changing some of its rules in the paint. Or not in the paint. Changing its rules with fouls. My God, James Harden Beard is massive. That is just... I wonder if there's like food in the Beard somewhere. Tonight, he's got 2 points and 0 assists. Not having his best game. Tom, go Spurs to you. Jalen Duren's coming into his own. All right. I like Duren. Actually, he's the player I wanted over Sohan a few years ago. Paul with an alley to Wemby. Oh! Boom! Shakalaka!
Thunder. 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 Dunk of justice.
I just heard the LA announcer say that's just downright unfair. Then a miss and an offensive rebound and massive putback by Zubac. Zubaka. Zubac has 12 points and 11 boards already. T-Gunk82, thank you for stopping in. A minute and a half to go, excuse me. Zubac would already... a final game stat line, 12 points and 11 boards. Wemby versus Harden. Nope, gets it out to CP3. Back to Kellen. Kellen across court to Barnes. Barnes for 3 off the rim, no good. Kellen gets the rebound, gets it back out to Wemby. Wemby's gonna... He's got Harden in him. Why are you passing it off? A miss and Wemby with not the rebound. Harrison Barnes with the offensive board. If you are guarded by James Harden, why are you taking advantage of that? You're like a foot taller than him. What is happening? CP3 for 3. No good. I'm sorry. I love me some Wemby, and I'm rooting for this kid, but how do you not take advantage of Norman Powell for 3? How do you... what? Wemby with the ball again. He's got Zubac on him now on the post. Tries to get to Barnes. Barnes bounces it back to Wemby. Wemby's going to cross over, pull up Jay. Off the rim, no good. Barnes with the offensive board, and he's going to get fouled to go to line for 2. What's up, Workforce Planner? Good evening to you. Wemby keeps getting scared of small men. Toby, I'm literally at a loss for words. You got James Harden standing in front of you. That's like me standing next to Miss TSR. No disrespect, Miss TSR, but she's 5'2". I'm 6'4". That height differential's about the same. If she's guarding me, I'm taking it to the hole. I'll be like, good luck, lady. That could all be misconstrued. Don't take it the wrong way. It actually is hilarious. When you get stopped by 6'5" non-defenders, Sinister, that's one thing that's been confusing this year is he has been guarded by smaller players, and the smaller players seem to have some success in guarding him. I don't know. They'll figure it out. I hope they'll figure it out this year. I mean, can you imagine Timmy having a little guy on him and passing it, or David? They would eat them for breakfast. And right now, small guards are I eat small guards for breakfast. And right now, I'm very hungry. Harden's going to launch a 3. Oh. All right. 8-point game. Castle's going to take the full court 3 to kill his 3-point percentage even more. Nothing. Edward, that's a good analogy. Imagine Shaq passing out with Tony Parker on him. No, he would obviously dunk it over Parker. Maybe Wemby's worried about turning the ball over with the smaller player on him, trying to get around him. as it is smaller players that generally cause the pickpocket. I really am at a loss for words for this. I saw Harden standing in front of him like, oh, Wemby's going to destroy, he's going to pass it. Both times. And Zubac was on CP3 a couple times, and CP3 wasn't taking advantage of that. Do we not like mismatches? This 2024 Spurs, are they like, you know what? We have a mismatch. We feel bad, so we're not going to take advantage of it. You know what? You go back and get your rotation right. It's actually kind of funny how he takes centers off the dribble and he just won't shoot over top of small people. That's it. I don't get it. All right, let's put the halftime up on the quarter thingy, and I did that all wrong. And we'll go look at some halftime stats. Well, Wemby is a bit thinner than Robinson, Duncan, and Shaq. I will give you that. A little bit. Although weight-wise, I think he's there with where David was. But physique-wise, let's call it like it is. Not even in the same ballpark. First thing that just came up when I opened a new window is 3 trade scenarios for Giannis Antetokounmpo from Yardbarker. Do they have the Spurs on there? I'm going to go take a look real quick before we get into the halftime stats. The Pelicans? Well, let's check this out, if this is nonsense or not. So Yardbarker has Zion, Herb Jones, and the Pelicans' 2025 unprotected first-round draft pick for Giannis. The full rebuild, the Bucks received Ben Simmons, Bogdanovich, Dorian Finney-Smith, and the Nets unprotected first-round picks in 25, 27, 29, 31. And the Nets received Giannis and Chris Middleton. What? That makes zero sense. The Nets right now are totally the bombshell. Chet Holmgren, Dort, Caruso, Topic, and the Thunder. Oh my God, get out of here. All right, that sucked. Those were nonsense trade scenarios. Come on now. Halftime stats on the way, and they are not what we're looking for the most part, because the Spurs were up 40-14. You heard that right. 40-14 in the first quarter. They got outscored 34-16 in the second. It's now an 8-point game. The Spurs were up by 26, now by 8, 56-48. Take a look at the stats for the Clippers first. Jones Jr. with 3. Zubac with a double-double, 12 points and 11 rebounds. Although he's struggling from the field. He's 4 of 14. So he's having a very inefficient night. Let's not forget that. And he has 3 turnovers. So Zubac, yeah, he's got a double-double. But he's not exactly killing it out there. James Harden only with 5 points and 0 assists. Spurs have been defending him extremely well. Mann with 5 and Powell with 7 off the bench. Batum for 3. Jones with 0, Coffey 2, Dunn with 7, and he's been a pleasant surprise, I'm sure, for Clippers fans. And KPJ with 4 for our San Antonio Spurs. Champagnie with 11 points, and that's it. He's got 11 points, no rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks, no turnovers, no fouls. Literally all he's done is score. That's crazy. He has not contributed in any other way whatsoever, at least in the box score. Jeremy Sohan with 4 points, only taking 3 shots. He started off strong, just got really quiet after that. Barnes with 4, Wemby with 8, only 4 of 11 from the field though, and he is 0 for 4 from 3. So the Spurs fans that want to see him taking less threes, not happening yet tonight. He does have 4 block shots in the first half though, so he is a block shot machine. Chris Paul actually second on the Spurs in scoring. He's got 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 5 assists, and no turnovers. And his assist to turnover rate has been absolutely phenomenal. The Spurs themselves only have 5 turnovers in the first half, which that's been a really bad point for us this year. They're playing some clean basketball today, so that's a good thing. Zach Collins with 4 points. Zach has a plus 19. Wait a minute. Hold on. Zach has a plus 19 and Wemby has a minus 11, which equals the 8-point differential in the game. Okay, that is odd. If you say, well, the rest of the starting lineup's not playing well, Sohan's got a plus 14, Barnes a plus 18, Paul a plus 11. I mean, Collins is 0 for 3 from the field. he's not playing his best basketball, but the Spurs are plus 19 with him on the floor. Go figure. Maybe Zubac's off the floor when that happened. I don't know. Keldon with a nice start, 6 points, 4 rebounds, perfect from the floor, 3 of 3. Brandon with 5 points, and Stefan Castle he's got 5. He's 0 for 3 from 3, but one of his threes was a half-court 3, and unfortunately, for the people that are naysayers for Stefan Castle, he's giving them fuel to add to the fire, saying he doesn't have an outside shot because he's taken at least 3 half-court threes this year. At the end of a quarter, at the end of a half, but he's launching those, prayer threes that are hurting his percentage. And to his credit, he probably doesn't care. He's trying to win. But the people that are going to nitpick stats, it certainly brings his three-point percentage down and his efficiency way down as well. Well, let's get back to the chat. Those are all the stats. Hopefully we don't have a third quarter meltdown. The third quarter has been one that's been rough for us a lot as of recent times. So let's keep the lead. If we go in the third quarter up by 8, I want to leave the third quarter at least up by 8. You got 100 on the Spurs, Lazy Jones? Well, I hope you went under. Bobby February, what happened in the second? I don't know. A meltdown. Just an absolute meltdown. We were cruising. We were bruising. I don't know. We were cruising, and then we got the bruising in the second quarter. I can't explain it. I think I was just more in shock of how good the Spurs played in the first and how poorly we played in the second. Kokoshibo, I mean, you could add a lot of things Jokic does to a lot of people's games for that matter. Wemby did not play much in the first quarter. The second unit does need Trey back. And Connor, the second unit's going to get a nice boost too. Let's not forget when Demisel comes back, Julian Champagne's going to come, or he's going to go to the bench. And even if you don't think Champagne should be a starter, he's definitely a solid backup. So if he's going to go to the bench, question is, does some of these minutes get cut, or are they going to go to 10-man rotation? Right now they're running with a 9-man rotation, which, by the way, I don't know if this is an assistant coach Miss Johnson thing, but Blake Wesley is either played himself out of the lineup or Mitch does not trust him. I don't know what the deal is, but Blake Wesley's gone from being the backup point guard to the backup nothing. Go Spurs, go to you, David. I agree, road trip, 100%. Harden will get hot eventually. Gee, he doesn't. And you know what? It seems like he just cares about winning, which is what you want. Ultimate, yeah. What's up, Vixo? Good to be here. It's already 11. It's almost 11:30 where I am. I think Miss TSR is still up, which I'm shocked if she is. She needs to get to bed and get some rest. Unless she got a nap in somewhere. Mr. Lyrical, all defense for the Spurs. I'll tell you what, Mr. Lyrical, our team is playing very good defense this year. I believe when I last saw our rankings, we're ranked like 4th in the NBA, which I did a video on it earlier for our channel a week before that. I'm like, we're starting to put together a strong defensive team. It's our outside shooting certainly needs some work. Our overall three-point percentage cannot be pretty good, or cannot be. I'm sorry. As it gets later, my English is going to get worse, just for the record. But I imagine we're sub 35% at this point, and I hate to say it, but Wemmy's a big contributor to that. He's shooting under 30% for the year, and he's taking a high volume of threes per game. I think he's averaging over 6 per game. That's going to bring your percentage down. Let's go, Spurs, says Steven. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Go Spurs, go to you, my friend. He's not the only issue, though. Kellen struggling from 3 this year. Castle limited threes. He's been struggling. Who else? Sohan can't shoot the 3. Right? Addy, if you just turned it on, you would think that we played 2 good quarters. No. English will get worse, but Spanish will be better as it gets late. That's a good one. I like that. Whoa. Nate Dogg, what? I bet on some games tonight and lost almost all my paycheck. Don't sports gamble. Well, if you do it responsibly. First off, Nate, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. This is why I do not promote online gambling. I will not, nor will I ever have a online gambling site be a sponsor, because I know what it does to folks. Not you specifically, but it can really ruin people's lives or their relationships, and I will never, ever want to be responsible for somebody going down that, spiral. CSR said, hey, go to, I don't even know any name of the sites, whatever. Go to DraftKings. DraftKings is one of the big ones, right? You can save 10% with code TSR Sports if you go to DraftKings. And then, next thing you know, months later, somebody's like, yeah, use your code. And I kept getting on there, and now I'm about to lose my house. Well, I never want to be attached to that. So, yes, if you're going to gamble responsibly, I guess. I know we just got into a PSA there. Sorry. I'm 4 episodes in, Jamal, on the Vince McMahon documentary with my girlfriend. I like it. Now, she had never seen anything from the Attitude Era. To say she was shocked would be an understatement. And I had forgotten just how dirty it had gotten back then. I was like, wow, I remember it was dirty. I didn't remember it being this dirty. But it was a fun time to be a wrestling fan. The Monday Night Wars, dare I say, we will never, ever see anything like that in history again, with 2 wrestling companies pulling in those type of ratings and having that much, just that much attention culturally. I don't think anybody's handing out Wemmy, Danny. The biggest thing that, at least on this channel, is folks don't want to see him taking so many threes. That's it. If the threes aren't going in and you're like 1 of 8 for the game, probably should stop shooting at the point. What's up, B-Ball? Thank you for stopping in. We do need Demisel. Thunder are 7-0 now. Jeez, I didn't realize they're playing off to that good of a start. They're pretty good. Well, Gio, it opens up the floor. It gives us floor spacing. Giannis doesn't seem like a team player. Ouch. Oh, come on now. Stop. So, here it is. Mud comes in and says, Wemmy trash now. He's a one-hit wonder. So, were you saying that during his 5x5 game? You're probably not. I do see Wemmy's, the comments on Wemmy go like this. It's day-to-day. I've stayed consistent, and I will stay consistent with this. While he's a sub 30% shooter from 3, he should not be taking 6, 7, 8, 9 threes a game. We had a 26-point lead, Ricardo. Thank you, Mr. Lurk. I appreciate that. And Toro, thank you for stopping in. Since I'm talking, clearly I got to talk. I want to fact check myself. How many Wembys? I told you my English was going to get worse as the night progressed. How many threes per game is Wemby taking? And what is his shooting percentage? Right now, Wemby is taking 6.8 three-pointers a game. So he's taking about 7 three-point shots a game. He's shooting 22%. I'm trying not to be critical of our big guy. Wemby's field goal percentage for the year is just under 43%. His three-point percentage is 22%. You know what his two-point percentage is? 60. 60! He is an extremely high percentage, granted because of dunks, whatever. He's taking 8 two-point shots a game and 7 three-point shots a game. One of these numbers should be higher, it should be lower. You decide which one. I'm rooting for the kid. I know he's going to be great for us. I want to see him unlock his full potential, and I don't think firing threes off left and right is... I don't think we're maximizing what he can do by having that happen. Slash from the Philippines, thank you for stopping in. Wemby will have a good second half because Stone Cold said so. I can't do his voice. He will, Johnny, he will. Pop wants to make him from Wemby a permanent player, which trust him. Yep, yeah, are we... I don't know. Bobby says, Rich, I used to be happy when Vic shot a 3. Now I feel like, oh no, Zach syndrome. You know what? I'm there too. I'm kind of there too. And when he takes a 3 now I'm starting to get that cringe feeling in my down here. Like when Zach Collins shoots a 3, I'm like, oh no. Because the reason being the oh no is there's a better chance of it, significantly better chance of it now not going in than there is. Chris Paul's been playing fantastic. Hey, sometimes you just forget how to shoot. What? Does anybody believe that WWF is real in this day and age except for little kids? It's so they're so transparent in sports entertainment. Yes, don't force the threes. If he's wide open, look, I get it. Go for it. But a lot of times you just step back three or I don't know. I don't know. Low percentage shots. Maybe that's it. CS 292. Shot selection could be better. Third quarter on the way. It is an 8-point game. The Spurs were up by as much as 26. Maybe we can keep this lead at least at 8 in the third quarter. Maybe even increase upon it. Norman Powell's going to drive in the paint. Blocked by Wemby. That is block number 5 for last year's shot blocking leader and probably will lead the league in shot blocking. Harrison Barnes to Wemby. Wemby's going to throw down an easy dunk.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
By the way, James Harden was on Wemby there. Wemby passed, he got the ball and passed it up, which I was about to freak out. I'm like, what are you doing? But then immediately found him again for the dunk. So he took advantage of his height advantage there. And now Wemby on Harden down the other end. Okay. Well, this should be interesting. James will pass it out. We're going to have a 3, and it is no good by Jones. They get the ball back out to Jones again. Well, second chance opportunities. Can't do that. 7-point game. If only Chip was at the Spurs is right, Edward. And yes, Ricardo, I would love to see Jeremy Sohan as a most improved player candidate. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, that's how you become official sponsor of TSR Sports, by hitting the thumbs up, because that's all we ask for here. This guy right here.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
And we have a foul on Jones. Wait, Zubac has 10 offensive rebounds? I didn't realize those are offensive boards. Wow. That is... Yeah, that's not a good thing. Wemby for a 3. No good. Powell just hit a 3 and was fouled. Foul on Champagny. Fouling the 3-point shooter. That's a 3-point and 1. Become a member by hitting a thumbs up. There you go. It's a 4-point game. I might need some eye drops. My eyes are a little dry. It's late where I am. It's closing in on midnight, my friends. 4-point play. Yikes. This is... If they actually lose this game, this would very much feel like last year where you have a huge... Well, there you go. Thank you, CP3. Where you have a huge lead and then you just disappear. Hopefully having a vet like Chris Paul on the team will help circumvent that issue. That's right, circumvent. I was thinking last Boy Scout with that one. Norman Powell drives to the paint, drives right back out because Wemby was there. He don't want any part of that. Stephon Castle's in the game. Where's Sohan? Is Sohan hurt? Did he not start the second half? Wemby for 3. Thank you. Thank you. 1 went in, but my goodness, he's taken 6 threes already? Where's Sohan? Seriously, what happened? Threemby? I just realized Stephon Castle's out there in the third quarter. I don't remember if Sohan even started in the third quarter. Jones for 3, no good. Castle with the rebound. Sohan is hurt. He hurt his thumb. Oh man. I mean, I don't gamble, so I don't have any money on anybody. And Wemby's going to get pushed from behind and a foul on Derek Jones Jr. Lance, yeah, we've been having that trouble all year. Second chance opportunities, the last couple years. Ron, you don't even see him on the bench. I was just looking for him, and I see the Clippers bench, so that's not going to help. Well, that sucks. Someone was playing great. Danny, no. So Selena not since day one. We started off with. I started calling the games by myself when this channel started in 2019. Castle pull-up jumper. There we go. Back to a double-digit lead where it should be. Started off with myself, then I added in... I'm trying to think who came to the channel first. I think butthead. I have a, I don't know, 2-foot tall butthead, maybe 18 inches tall. And a turnover. Nope. Nice. Okay, Clippers got the ball back. 5 on the shot clock. And Wemby causes a shot by Derrick Jones Jr. to be altered and missed, and Jones may have hurt himself on that one. Wemby with the ball over to Champagnie. They find a wide open Barnes in the corner. 3 is no good. Offensive foul on Wemby. So start off with butthead, then we add in baby Eli. I have a little Eli Manning, and then Lego Batman. Oh, we had cardboard Britney. We used to have a cardboard Got Milk Britney Spears thing on the wall there, and stopped doing that after a couple years. Went with nobody for a while, and then kind of switched things up to Selena being here. And I used to have movie posters on the wall. You actually could see the Expendables poster over there, and switched it up and added the jerseys. And this has kind of been the setup for a couple seasons. When my girlfriend's in the house, then Selena's down, and Miss TSR is there. Driving the paint, bucket, and one. I think that was Castle with the and one. Vinny Canini, good evening to you. Bring back Bug-Eye. Bug-Eye Duncan has been on the channel before, yes. It is a 13-point lane TP76, so that definitely works. Selena needs a new picture with the Spurs. I don't think there are any new pictures with her. And that was Castle, by the way. Career high for Castle already. Nice, Melistic. And he made the bucket, or made... I'm going to have trouble talking as this game gets later. Is Castle, what's he got, like 8 or 9? Current day Selena Homer. Well, you are putting loving eyeballs up, so I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, she's blocked by Wemby. Zubac takes in at Wemby, and Wemby says, "Not in my house." Castle drives down the other end, loses the ball out of bounds, is deflected, going to stay with the Spurs. And yeah, I don't think she's a Spurs fan anymore, so I got to go with an old picture. Nice block by Wemby. Zubac had no chance on that one. Zubac looked right at the referee, and the ref's like, nope. Oh, Castle may have been fouled on that last one, but Wemby has 7 blocks. 7! Had a chance for a triple-double tonight if he can get some rebounds. CP3 with the ball right now for San Antonio. Back to Wemby. Wemby's going to take another 3. That was an air ball. Powell for 3 down the other end. I hope we get a triple-double. Patrick says she's still a Spurs fan. Okay. Sohan injury. Apparently injured his thumb. And I don't know if and when he'll be back. Wemby's taking another 3 for... Another 3 by Powell. No good. CP3 with the rebound. I mean... He's such a phenomenal finisher in the paint. And an amazing shot blocker. Behind the back pass to Champagnie for 3. That's somebody that should be shooting some 3s. And a timeout by the Clippers. He's taken 9 threes? Are you serious? Wemby could get a triple-double blocks. I mean, he's a phenomenal... Listen, the things he can do is phenomenal. He's the best shot blocker in the NBA right now. And I hate being critical, but I don't think any player on this roster should be taking that many threes. When pops away, the mouse jumps. Yes, Melissa, I think more and more fans are going to be thinking that. And oddly enough, the next song that TSR is working on is about Wemby taking too many threes. I hope to have it up this month. I'm off next Monday for Veterans Day. That seems like a great day to record the music. Wemby versus Bronny 3-point challenge. Wow, Vera. Wembrick Yama. Ouch. Saul 77 is bailing him out a little bit. I'd like to know what the average points are that the opposing team makes when he misses the 3. If it's as high as I think, we need to change something. Interesting. Daniel, he might have been leading the league. I don't know. Jamal, the thing is, I have noticed if there's any negativity about Wemby in a video, or if the thumbnail kind of gives you a print, like I did a boom or bust video, and the video was positive. I said, you think he's going to have a great second year, he's going to have a phenomenal second year, blah, blah, blah. Somebody unsubscribed just because of the thumbnail and the title. There could have been other things going on, but they just said unsubbing, and I'm like, you didn't even watch the video. I mean, whatever, I don't care. Although it was somebody that had been on the channel for years and commented on almost every video, and then I don't know. It's like if I say something negative about Wemby, I mean, you don't want, and I don't want to sit there. I mean, it's obvious. You say I don't need. I would have nothing to say in the video. I don't want to sit there for 5, 6, 7 minutes just talking about too many threes because we talk about in the lives. I get where you're coming from. I do have concerns about it. And I actually did address it in the 5x5 video. I talked about I think he's taking too many threes, but Pop's all on board on it. Right? When Vassell comes back, yes. I think when Vassell comes back, we'll see Wemby taking less threes. Sohan, left thumb injury. I don't know what the extent of it is. I hate what Wemby is doing. He was 1 of 7 last game and 1 of 8 this game. So he's 2 of 15 from 3. I mean, look, I don't want to say being critical of Wemby. We're just calling it like we see it. We want the Spurs to win. We want Wemby to do well. And if it's not going in from 3, then don't keep taking them, right? It just makes sense. 72-58, Spurs up by 14. Nice little lead. And yeah, 0 free throws. Harden into the paint. Gets it over Wemby and 1. Third foul, Wemby. Well, no, Jedi, you can't. What's worse, Wemby turnovers or excessive threes? Actually, he's cleaned up the turnovers a little bit this year. He's getting about 3 a game, and I'm comfortable with that. And he might be like, TSR, what are you talking about? Mr. Robinson, Timmy, they were averaging about 3 turnovers a game because of just how much the ball went through them. Same thing with Wemby. He's going to have a high usage rate. He's just going to have turnovers inherently have turnovers just because of how much he's touching the ball. So if he's at 3 a game, hey, that's fine. Champagne's going to drive to the paint and throw down a little baby Dunkaroony here.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Nice to see Champagne have a good bounce back game. He had been really struggling lately. It's probably his last week as a starter. And Derek Jones just drives in the paint. Nobody's there for San Antonio. Gets an easy layup. He's not taking too many threes. He's missing too many threes. Well, that's fair. All right, he's missing too many threes. CP3 out on the Clippers logo. Over to Champagne and get to Wemby in the post. Wemby yanks it out to... Passes it out to CP3, who finds Branham for 3. No good. Harrison Barnes with an offensive rebound. Back to Branham with the layup. No good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Clippers ball. And Wemby jammed his left hand. He's doing a lot of this. Sinister, he might be. For the amount of shots he takes, probably. Speaking of threes, that's a 3 for the Clippers. Back to single digits, 9-point game. 74-65. And now a foul. I think that was Coffee with a 3. And Wemby's coming out. Yeah, his hand is not feeling good. Ryan, David could help Wemby. Timmy could help Wemby. And Wemby actually at the line for 2, speaking of Wemby. So he's not coming out because he's shooting some free throws. Spurs are in the bonus. Last season, Wemby was the second rookie ever to lead NBA blocks per game. The first one, my man Manute Bol, who I think averaged, you guys can fact check me if you want, but I think he averaged like 5 blocks per game as a rookie. Oh, Manute Bol. 7'6", maybe 210 pounds. He was thin. You think Wemby's thin? Manute Bol was a thin dude. Clippers announcer saying when Wemby is on the post, he kicks it out very early. That's probably fair criticism. They show Wemby now has 6 blocks, so they took 1 away. How dare you? Wemby is a noodle. Duncan is too busy fixing cars? What? Is that Duncan's thing right now? Is he fixing cars? David Robinson did not lead the league in blocks as rookie. Hey, there's a 7th block for Wemby. You're not taking that one away on Derrick Jones Jr. CP threw an alley-oop to Wemby, and he throws it down, and that's what we need more of.
Thunder, dunk of justice.
13-point game. I did not know that, depleted mind. I had no idea. Powell guarded by Wemby, fakes a 3 and passes it out. 8 on the shot clock. James Harden, one-on-one with Champagnie. He's going to fire a 3 off. Here it comes. There it goes. Yeah, Patrick, I don't know. I didn't know that. Or maybe I've heard it before in the chat and just forgot. Wemby with the ball right now in the paint. Out to Champagnie for 3. Rattles around and goes in. Julian having a huge night offensively. He's got what? He's got 19 points. Anybody know what Julian Champagnie's career high is? I have no idea. Somewhere in the 20s, I would think. Batum's going to drive in the paint and throws up a little. Missed the layup! Jones gets the rebound and gets it in and 1. All right. Well, it's turned into a good game at least. I mean, it started off as a blowout. Top Spurs, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, George Gervin, Kawhi Leonard. See, I didn't watch Gervin play, and he doesn't have the final success the other guys have, but would we put Gervin third? I don't know. No way they can't turn lobs on and off. Yeah, it's been odd that sometimes the lob's working great and other times they're not even looking. Well, or maybe teams are just defending it better. I don't know. Missed the free throw. I do not gamble, so I'm not going to endorse doing that whatsoever. Wemby getting a rest, by the way. Songyan's out, left thumb injury, and I'm going to guess he's not coming back in the game. Castle drives to the paint, throws up the layup, rolls off the rim. We're going to have a whistle, and he's going to go to line for 2. Champagnie, small forward, power forward. I mean, what's the difference? The NBA's become so positionless. He's a forward. I almost feel like now you're a center, a forward, or a guard. Although point guard still seems to be a role that is defined because you need somebody to be the playmaker for the offense. Castle at the line for 2. Spurs are in the bonus. Missed the first free throw. Duncan and Robinson, same draft. Who are you choosing number 1? I mean, if we're going by team success, you're taking Duncan. He's got 5 rings. David has 2, and you're grabbing Timmy. In today's NBA, I do think David would probably be the more successful player just because of how athletic he was. But overall, if we're looking at, it's going to be Timmy. James Harden drives in the paint, gets a layup. NBA rookies are bad this year. Castle's a chance at Rookie of the Year. If he plays well, sure. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Back-to-back Rookie of the Years for the Spurs. Champagnie with an off-balance 3, and that's an air ball. There you go. There you go. Oh, Fletcher assist? I don't know. Missed 3 for the Clippers and another offensive board. This time James Harden with the pickup. 2.5 minutes to go, 10-point game, and I'm sorry if I'm getting a little loopy. It's very late where I am. It's actually almost midnight. Pull up Jay. No good by Porter. Champagnie with the rebound, and Castle bringing up for the Spurs. Yes, let's keep at least a 10-point lead going into the 4th. Let's stop this losing streak we have to the Clippers. Brandon in the paint, misses a shot, going to get fouled, going line for 2. How many rebounds Harden got? No idea, Dondre. Let me see if Harden's... Is he still in the game? Harden's got 4 rebounds. We're on a timeout. We got a good crowd tonight. Can we get to 200 thumbs up before the third quarter's over? We have plenty of people to do so. If you'd like to become an official sponsor of the channel, all you got to do is hit the thumbs up. Losing my voice a little bit. Career high of Julian is 26 last year with the Kings. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate that. Kevin Garnett, greater than Tim Duncan skills-wise, perhaps, but overall, Tim Duncan has the edge in leadership, efficiency, and defense. Okay. You're welcome. I mean, I'm still taking Timmy over Anthony Davis as one nice comparisons. I'm going to take a player with 1 championship over a guy that's 5, and I know people are like, well, you can't put everything based on championships. Robert Horry has 7, but if you're the leading driver of that championship, then yeah, I'm taking the guy that's done it on the court and got us to the promised land. In the end, that's what you want, right? You're playing for rings. Pop, Archie, no idea. Know he's out. Don't know for how long. We know he's obviously out tonight. Going to be out against the Rockets Wednesday night. I don't know if he'll be back for the Blazers game. It's an undisclosed health issue. They're very hush-hush on it. So who the heck knows? Cowboys X Factor says the Mavs lost. We pulled the Cowboys doing a fake comeback. Yeah, you know what? July 26th, you're right. It has been adding up. Vassell started the year out. Jones is out. Pop is out. Sohan, depending on how bad his thumb is. I mean, thumb's kind of important as a basketball player. I think it's his offhand. Still, he could miss some time, and he's been playing well. Wemby with 17 points, and he does have 8 blocks. I think he has 7. That's fair. Dunking, yeah. I mean, yeah. Coyote's not out. No. The Chiefs are 8-0 now? 5 rings for Dunk. It could easily be 7. Let's get Riley Minix in there. Wemby has 7 blocks, 6 boards, 17 points. He's 7 of 17 on field goals. But I think he's like 1 of 8 from 3, which would put him like 6 of 9 from 3-point land. Injuries piling up on Coop is in a draft. Mr. Zewell. Kevin, yes it is. Spurs in the lead dance, Spurs in the lead dance, Spurs in the lead dance. Boop, boop, boop. First free throw from Brandon is good. I'd imagine Wemby will rest the rest of the third quarter. CP3 won another 10 assist plus game. Should both teams get the ball in overtime regardless? I like the old rules, Cowboy X Factor. Scary movie. This better not go into overtime. Clippers have won 7 straight versus the Spurs. Wow, what a fight from Zubac and Collins in the paint. Zubac finally gets the best of him and gets it off the glass and in. Castle bringing up for the Spurs. Steph running the offense. Nice to see him given the chance. See what he does with it. You get the ball to Kellen. Kellen's going to drive in the paint. Throws it up and in. Kellen's playing well tonight in limited shots. He's not taking a lot. He's like 4 or 5 from the night. An efficient night for him. Zubac in the paint. Guarded by Barnes. Gets doubled by Collins. And he's going to find a cunning Kevin Porter Jr. for a dunk. 10-point game. Manu Ginobili is not coming back. 3 Beards. You know, my man, the Dixon Way, Larry from the Dixon Way, nice dude. He's a Hawks fan, but I'm rooting for the Hawks to get the first overall pick again. Keldon into the paint, misses the layup, a fight for the board. It's going to be Clippers ball, trying to get it to single digits. And the Spurs will get back in transition to get to Zubac guarded by Keldon. Huge mismatch right there. Coffee for 3. Oof. 7-point game. Jason Williams, that was the Clippers he scored 71 against. Castle with a pull-up jumper trying 2 for 1, no good. It was against the Clippers in the last game of the year. Coffee for 3 again. Oh my gosh. It's a 4-point game, my friends. 2-second difference between shot clock and the game clock. Castle standing on the Clippers logo. Looking for a pick and roll with Keldon. 3 on the shot clock. He's going to start to drive in the paint. Throws it to Zach Collins in the corner, open for three. Hits the backboard. That's a shot clock violation. I could have put a second back on the shot clock, so my clock is a little ahead. They have a chance to get this. Coffee with back-to-back threes. I don't like Coffee. Connor, Castle's not really ready to run the point yet. At the buzzer, and Porter misses a three, but it's a 4-point game, and there's a game here in Los Angeles tonight. And Sohan is done for the game. Be out there, yes, that does suck. He's been playing well, too. We need him. Oh, hand over fist. Ouch. What the WTF is right. What? Was he... I'm not going to touch it. I don't want to touch that. If that's true, I did not know that, and that's awful if it is. Spurs versus Grizzlies had two of the tallest players facing off. Edie versus Wemby. My English is going to get worse, believe me, as this night continues. I'm sorry, it really is. I am tired. It is after midnight where I am. If you're up late where you are, nah, well, Hogan was still an ugly shot, though. I mean, the side of the backboard, can you at least get it near the rim? Miss TSR Sports says she's getting sleepy. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Turn me off. Something I didn't think I'd ever say. Turn me off and go to bed. You can always watch the fourth quarter tomorrow or later today. Depleted mind. I want to call every game this year. I really do. We've never done that in this channel, and I really, 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 really want to call every game. I like that. I'll sleep after the Spurs when Brandon should never run the point. I can't argue with that. Yeah, yup. Where's Mamu? Yeah, Mamu can't get any minutes. Blake Wesley is apparently in the doghouse. He's not getting any minutes. Wemby does have 8 blocks, Bible. Sohan injured his left thumb. I'm guessing he jammed it. I think I had some raspberry jam. Only one man would dare give me the raspberry. Lord Star! I don't know. Collins is over 5. Nice. Christopher, I got nothing. Joan, we knew the Clippers would go on a run. I did not expect it to be this close. It is what it is. Apparently, Coach Smith hates Mamu or Smith because he's not seen the court yet. Smith. Mamu or... Oh. Wait, what? Or SMTA. What am I missing there? Maybe I'm just really tired. Headband Grogo, come here. Give me a hug. Is Mamu in now? Is he really? He isn't! Ask and we shall... Whatever. This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. All right, CP3 with the ball for the Spurs. Mamu with the pick and roll. It's actually the Mamu and Wemby connection. Mamu for 3. Twin Towers 2.0. Mamu and Wemby. Or longest name combination in the NBA. Wembyama and Mamu Kemashvili. 7-point game, and Mamu hits his first shot immediately. And a nice drive and layup by Norman Powell. 5-point game. If you give baby a noogie, do I? Right on the head, man. Oh, yeah, he likes it. He likes it. He likes it. Spurs ball. CP3 guarded by Zubac. This is a mismatch somewhere. Takes the 3. Nope. Clippers ball. Mamu's three-point shooting has been on point. He was lighting it up in the preseason, and I believe his limited action, he's gotten it pretty well. Carlos, good evening. You are up late. When he's going to get fouled on the defensive end after the Clippers miss. It's going to be Spurs ball. Era from the Philippines. Go Spurs, go to you. I'm literally losing my voice. I'm sorry. Thank goodness at my job, I can be quiet all day. For those of you who don't know, I had a phone-related job, and I would have to talk a lot the next day. No more talking. You're not working tomorrow? I'm working in 6.5 hours. Mamu for 3 again. Back rim, no good. It is after midnight where I am. Yeah, it's 12:10 in the morning where I am. So yeah, I got to work in 6 hours and about 45 minutes. Pull up J is no good by Dunn. Spurs ball up by 5. 89-84. 10 minutes and change to go in the game. The Spurs were up by as much as 26 in the first quarter. They've cooled off and now, well, not cooled off. I mean, the Clippers made a run. And here we are. 5-point game. Wemby with the... He just took the ball and threw it straight up in the air. I don't know if he's trying to alley-oop somebody. Hey, good evening to you. Working while watching, nice. Mamu with the ball in the paint, layup good. 7-point game, let's go. I think that was an alley-oop attempt, but it wasn't a very good one. Powell for 3 down the other, and that's good. 4-point game. Come on, Spurs. We've lost 7 in a row to the Clippers. This needs to stop tonight. He's trying to alley-oop himself. Maybe Militano. Mamu's already outscored Zach. I've outscored Zach, haven't I? Went with the ball at the elbow. Zips it over to Mamu. Thinks about the 3. Pulls it down. Drives into the paint. And we'll get it back out to CP3. 2 on the shot clock. CP3 with a mile-long 3. Shot clock violation. Mamu stops short. You never stop short. Ronald, go Spurs, go to everybody if we haven't had one up in a while. I need to wake up. I need some Chuck. And Measy, good evening to you. Clippers ball. Pull up in the paint. Is blocked by Wemby. That's what, 8 or 9 blocks? Wow. He's a shot blocking machine tonight. Wemby first. Nope. Gets into Mamu. That alley-oop jumper is no good. Clippers ball. All right, Adriel, I will show you the game because you asked nicely.
Sucker!
Turnover Clippers and now turnover Spurs. No, I don't say we don't deserve to win. They play well enough to win. They play not well enough to win. A timeout. It is a 4-point game. And they're playing jump around now, so good tune. Well, I am still partial to boom, shalak, lock, boom. Yeah, the old double steal. TSR is getting tired. I'm not going to lie, guys. Get some energy. Well, I appreciate those of you that are staying up late because I'm sure it's late where a lot of you are as well. The Spurs are up by 4. Us dedicated Spurs fans here are here to the end, though, looking to end this losing streak against the Clippers and win our 3rd in a row to go above 500 for the first time this year. Right? Yes. Wemby is a monster defensively, but totally now he's not invisible. I wouldn't say that. It's a 3-point shooting. He's 7 of 17 from the field, which doesn't sound great because it's not. He's 1 of 8 from beyond the arc, so that means he's 6 of 9. That's 66% from 2-point land. He's got 8 boards, 3 assists, 17 points, and 8 blocks. I think he gets a triple-double at blocks tonight, which is great. The only blemish I see in his game really is just as you guys, some of you said, not taking too many threes. He's missing too many threes. I mean, Zubac is 5 of 16. Now, granted, there's a lot of tips in just a tip, but a lot of tips. But otherwise, Zubac's been... Zubac had a double-double in the first half. Didn't he have like 11 rebounds in the first half? I mean, Zubac has gotten 1 rebound in the second half. So, Wemby's doing a great job defensively. He's just missing too many threes. That's all. You should be taking 500... If he's going to shoot that many threes a game, though, he should be taking at least 500 threes a game. Granada, I did have too much water to drink. D for dedication. Show me the squishy. Oh gosh, I did say somebody's offense looks squishy earlier. I think I said the Rockets' offense looks squishy. I don't even know what that means. I ever been to Texas? Yes. I went in December of 2022. I saw 2 Spurs games. The Suns and Pelicans? We lost them both. We got destroyed by the Suns. We were down by 30 at half. It was not fun to watch. Clutch time soon, Arno. I hope so. I would hate to stay up this late and see the Spurs lose. I like to see him. I just want to see his. I hate seeing his efficiency so low. You know, if you're a 7'4" player, usually you're shooting north of 50% from the field. He's way below that. And now a steal by Wemby. Wemby's going to take it up the court. Passes it back to Barnes, over to CP3. Oh, CP3 had him for the lob and didn't see it. And now CP3 turns the ball over, trying to force the ball into Wemby. Wemby was there for the lob, couldn't get it. 3 down the other end is good. It's a 1-point game. Amir Coffey for 3. Sohan's out, left thumb injury. A 1-point game. I don't know if the Clippers have ever led in this game. If they did, it was in the first minute or two. What is happening? Champagne's going to force a quick... I'm a loss for words. Forces a 3, Clippers ball. I think the shot clock was expiring. Powell for 3. Oh my God. First lead since being up 7-5. They were down by 26. Your eyelids are dropping dangerously low altitude. Yes, all 7 they are. WTF is right. We're down now. Steph comeback win versus Wizards. Steph Curry / San Francisco. I'm pretty sure our talk does not affect the universe, Angie. But I like you're sticking with it. We're all jinxing it. So, would you rather I trash the Spurs the whole game and drive everybody out of the chat? Come on, Spurs. If they lose this game, I mean, it's a young team. We saw this last year, but I figured CP3 would be like the steady hand throughout these times. Yeah, let's not forget, we lost Jeremy Sohan. Everybody's special powers are affecting the game, right? Why can't my special powers affect my bank account like this? Ovakova, we've seen a little odd things from Wemby tonight. First off, he's been phenomenal in the defensive end. Let's not take anything away. But it was in the first half, I think. He had James Harden defending him a couple times, and he passed the ball. If they lose, they lose. Game over. Well, that's true. Follower, what's going on? Good evening to you. James Harden is not on the court right now and getting a breather. Plug boy Johnny. By the way, I haven't plugged this channel tonight, speaking of plugs. If you're new to the channel, this is a sports channel. I think it's pretty obvious who I root for on this channel. So if you're a Spurs fan looking for an awesome Spurs community to hang out with, do update videos, trying to be live for every game. And we'd love to have you. So hit the subscribe button. Why not, right? It is you, Carlos Jeter. Amir Coffey has a game-high 23? No, Lupe, absolutely not. Not covering election night at all. Isabel, good morning. No, we're not touching anything political on this channel. We did that a few years ago. Regret doing it. We'll never do it again. Zero coverage tomorrow. Zero. I will be with friends. We decided that we're going to play video games and have it on in the background. Turnover Spurs, travel. Oh, come on, Spurs, wake up. I need to follow my own advice. I would assume Carden's coming back. Wemby, time to take over the fourth quarter. These Let's Go Clippers chants sound kind of odd. Just the way the audience is saying them, they sound defeated. They're up. Powell drives by Wemby. Blocked by Wemby. That's block number 9. Wemby fakes the 3, drives in the paint, and throws up a no-look layup. No good, but gets fouled going to the line for 2 and gets in the line. He has a 90+% free throw shooter this year. I want to see him taking 10 free throws a game. I want to see him blocking 10 shots a game. I want to see him dunking. I want to see him rolling. I want to see him picking, popping. I don't know. I'm trying to wake myself up. Need a Johnson joke? You know, I haven't seen Johnson in a while. He's kind of invisible. Like he's just shrunk into a hole. Wemby at the line. First free throw good. Carlos's name is Black Panther Jeter. Wakanda forever. Get rid of Collins, Wesley, Branham, Bassey, Sissoko. Yeah, you need backup players. Carlos is one. You are an hour ahead of me. It's 12:20 where I am, and I have to get up for work in 6.5 hours. But whatever. Exactly, Gabriel. Yeah, Kellen was pretty solid in the first half, but since then Johnson's gone limp. Happy? Hits both free throws. Absolutely killing it from the free throw line this year. Tied game, 93-93. A good game in LA. And this game is in LA, if anybody didn't know. Oh, you didn't know? Zubac with the ball out in three-point land. He ain't taking that 3. Passes it off to Coffee. Coffee back out to Powell. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Coffee for 3. Coffee is killing us. Sohan's out with an injury. Left thumb. Coffee with 17 points. 3-point lead. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Clippers. Wemby, quick pull-up J. In and out burger. Castle with the offensive board. Tries to force a shot. I'd like to see him pass out on that one as he was getting double teamed. Turnover Spurs. I don't drink coffee though, Jesse. It is late for coffee. Done for 3. We're down by 6, guys. The Clippers are 5 of 5 from 3 this quarter. We're 1 of 5. They've hit all of them. Wemby's going to drive the paint. Little runner, no good. The Clippers have all the momentum. They're on a 15-2 run in the last 4 minutes. Yes, it is, Rodney. It'll be much earlier, thank goodness. And they do need to wake up. Zubac with a dunk in the paint. And 1. Wow. Wow. Joshua, I mean, we were up by 26 and now down by 8. We're going to a timeout. Gribbler, we've given up the lead. I mean, Sohan being out's not helping. I hope he's not going to be out for any extended period of time. Now, this game, Twig, this does feel like last year. I will concede that. The game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Hopefully we have one more run left in us. But we were up by 26, and now we are down by 8. Freaking Kawhi Leonard. They are shooting the ball very well. I mean, they're shooting lights out. I'm not saying good game yet. Come on now. But we are missing Jeremy Sohan's defense. I would agree, Garrett. Yes. And size, too. He is, Connor. He is. Wemby having, unfortunately, an inefficient night offensively. He's 7 of 19 from the field. He's got 9 rebounds and 9 blocks, which is phenomenal. So That's the one thing with Wemby is when you have a player like this, even if they're not doing it on one end of the floor, they can be a difference maker on the other end of the floor, and he's been great defensively. There's a lot of players that he can only do it on one end. Makes a free throw. We're down by 9. Clippers on an 18-2 run in the last 420. Yes, 420. Foul on the Clippers. You have Wemby on the under, Brandon. Sohan's out, guys, with a left thumb injury. Isabel, you going to bed? Oh, you need to be moving on. All right, well, hopefully when you check the score later, we pulled it back. All right, actually move my score thing around a little bit. Wemby fakes the 3, starts to drive, passes it out to Champagny. Champagny finds an open Keldon in the paint. Keldon with the layup going back door. All right. Keldon with a very efficient night tonight. 5 of 7 from the field. I don't know why he's not getting the ball more. My eyeballs are shot. My apologies. 102.95. Harden just going to take a 3. And 1. And 1. That's the second time Champagny's fouled a 3-point shooter. What are you doing, butthead? I guess all the people that were ready to replace Pop with Mitch Johnson are going to be quiet tomorrow. He missed the free throw. Wemby with the rebound, and that's his 10th rebound, right? So he just needs a block now. The Clippers are shooting 56% from 3. I'm not giving up on our guys. The clock is starting to run down on us. CP3 going to drive the ball. Drives. Gets out to Barnes. Barnes misses a shot. Done with the rebound. John have the open threes. I'm not surprised. Harden pull up Jay. Good. Yeah, Glaze and Bacon. You know what? I mean, I got nothing. We have held James Harden to only 15 points. Wemby's going to take a straight up 3. All right, that one goes in. He's 2 of 9 now. PT, too sweet. This one's going to hurt. To be up as much as they were in the first quarter, if they don't turn this around and get a run. Wemby with 22 points, 10 rebounds, 9 blocks, 1 block short of a triple-double. And a foul on Keldon. Foul on Keldon. Spurs 10 of 30 from 3, huh? That's a Wemby 3 by design. Yes, Andy. Champagny is getting cooked by Harden. He shouldn't be on Harden. We would have Sohan probably on Harden, who's injured. Glaze and Bacon, I've always been rooting for Sohan. Just didn't like his shooting last year, especially in the paint. That was probably the most frustrating thing with Jeremy last year is all those layups he missed. Champagny, Harden for 3, no good. And Wemby was just going to wait for the ball to go out of bounds. And Coffee runs the ball down. That was a lazy play. Coffee hustles, gets the ball, and gets fouled by Wemby. No, they don't, Juwan. Look, the NBA is a 48-minute game, not a 12-minute game. You don't need a thumb to play defense. Get back out there. And he hustled for it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be critical of Wemby. This one I'm going to call him out on. It was a miss, and he was just kind of lightly jogging to the ball, assuming he was going to go out of bounds, and Coffee hustled for it. It's a good thing I got the Yankees in. Jed in the same boat. Good thing I have the Giants and the Yankees. Timeout. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, I don't know if we got to 200 tonight. I have not looked at it. Let's take a peek real quick. Oh, we're way over 200. Okay. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate you. This has been a... And if you're a Spurs fan, all you can say is it's a frustrating game, right? To be up by as much as we were. Oh, 4 pause. You're actually correct there, though. To be up, even though, yes, I know it was only the first quarter, We were up by 26. And you knew the game was not going to stay like that. But to now have it be reversed where we're down by 9. Me too, Eric. Sohan may not have a thumb, but I have a thumbs up for you. Thank you, Joshua. And yes, this would pump the brakes for sure. That Malachi Kelvin Collins common lineup loves to let the other team run it up. It's, oh my gosh, it's Clippers ball. Harden one-on-one with Champagnie, drives in the paint. They toss it out. Now a three-point attempt by Powell. No good. And Harden with the offensive rebound. Under 3 minutes to go. We need a run. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Clippers. They have 3 seconds on the shot clock. Wins are whipped cream? That's a way of looking at it. They could just get rid of Champagnie. He's been good at times this year. Zubac in the paint. And Chris Paul strips him on the ball. And now foul at Chris Paul. We just gave the ball back to the Clippers. They're on the verge of a shot clock violation, and now we just gave it back to him. We're awful from 3, Michael. 11 of 39. That is terrible. Champagnie's going to go to the bench when Vassell's back. Rodsky. As soon as Vassell's back, Champagnie will be on the bench again. Done in the paint. Shot no good. Champagnie with the rebound. It is Spurs ball, and we are running out of time. Champagnie to Wemby. Wemby gets it to Barnes. 13 on the shot clock. Back to Champagnie. This is taking way too long. Champagnie drives in the paint. Layup good. Nice job, Julian. Yes, Cersei. Don't you cry tonight. Champagnie has 21 points on 7-11 shooting. Why are y'all getting rid of him? I know Harden's cooked him a couple times, but, I mean, it is what it is. Coffee, pull up from the elbow. Man, that kid's playing great tonight. As far as Vassell should be back any day now, right? I don't know the exact date. Don't care for his game. All right, that's fine, PT. Wemby in the paint, layup. Missed it! The putback is good. Got his own miss. Nobody was there. He just easily just tapped it back in. Harden being swarmed by Kelvin. All right, nice see it. Kelvin putting some effort in the defense. 11 on the shot clock for the Clippers. And we're just running out of time. Harden zipped it across court. Wide open 3 is no good by Chris Dunn. We got lucky there. That would have been a dagger for sure. The clock is slightly ahead. Let's fix that. CP3 drives on Zubac. We didn't get the foul. Sign was injured, Yogi. Left thumb. Susanna, a lot of folks have been wondering why Wemby's been taking so many threes. You know what? I'm going to agree with what somebody said in the chat. It's not that he's taking so many threes. It's that he's missing them. If you're missing them, then slow your roll. If they're going in, then yeah, keep firing. CP3 with the 3 himself. Air ball! That's probably the dagger right there. Chris Paul, air ball 3. And now foul on CP3. Wow. Wow. Design play. CP3 inbound the ball to Wemby. Wemby right back to CP3 for the 3, and he airballed it. I don't know what to say. First free throw is good, and it's an 8-point lead, and now we're probably out of time. If you guys get the thumbs up on the way out, if you are leaving, I'm staying to the end, even though it's very, very, very late where I am. I got to work a little over 6 hours. Missed the second one. And this ended up being a fourth quarter meltdown for the Spurs. Champagnie's going to force a wild 3. No good. That's a game. Barnes gets a steal. Not. Turnover Spurs, fast break dunk for the Clippers, and the game's over. CP3 is going to get a layup. I mean, we're still trying like we have enough time. Foul by Kelvin. Jeremy's son being out really changed the complexity of this game. I'm not saying we'd have won if we would have had him. That was Amir Coffey with the fast break dunk. Of course it was Amir Coffey. Amir Coffey cooked us tonight. Two free throws coming up for the Clippers. Appreciate you staying up this late with me. If you don't do something well, you don't avoid it. You do it more to get better, right? I mean, I'd rather you do it in practice, practicing in a real game situation. 10 of 30 from 3. That is horrible. Hey, none of that. No, we can agree to disagree in the chat. Do not tell someone, and this is the only time I'm going to say this, do not tell other people in the chat to shut the F up. That will not be tolerated here. That's not what we do here. We're Spurs fans. We all want them to win. This game is over. But we don't need to be rude to each other. That's not our Spurs community. Come on now. We can disagree with the other's opinion, but still be civil about it. Good game, Clippers. I agree. This is inexcusable to lose like this. I don't know what to say. I knew the Clippers would go on a run, but to have them actually come back and beat us by 9 was a bit it's a little shocking. It's late. Wow, we got outscored 31. So we won the first quarter 40-14, as many of you know. The second quarter, we got annihilated 34-16. 40-14 in the first, 34-16 in the second. It was a good third quarter. Clippers beat us 34-30, and then just the wheels fell off in the fourth, 31-18. Yeah, well, you know what? I guess this, some of you guys are saying in the chat, this kind of brings us back down to earth a little bit. Let me get into the stats, and then we'll. But we need a sell back. He'll be back. Hopefully this week. I'm hoping. Really hoping he'll be back this week. I like Julian Champagnie. I do. I think he's a good role player off the bench. He had been playing like a starter, then he struggled, and he played better tonight. But I think Devasel back in the lineup is going to really help us. What will probably happen, more than likely, is his first few games will be off the bench. That's what they did last year. Probably be the same role this year. Anyway, let's take a look at the Clippers. Jones Jr. with 10. Zubac with a double-double, 17 points, 13 boards. Also had 4 assists, did have 4 turnovers, and shot very poorly from the field. 6 of 17. That was also because a lot of his shots were second-chance tips. Harden, we held him to 17. He was 6 of 10 from the field, so he was efficient. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks for James Harden. 3 block shots for James Harden? Really? Who the hell was he blocking? Man had a quiet game, 5 points, only took 4 shots. Powell with 23. And off the bench, Batum with 3, Jones with 0, Dunn with 11, Porter Jr. with 6. And Amir Coffey went off tonight. 21 points, 6 rebounds on 8 of 10 shooting, including 5 of 6 from 3. The Clippers shot 19 of 37 from 3. 51%. They shot better from 3 than they did 2. 52% from 3. Spurs, by the way, we only had 11 turnovers tonight, so we seem to have fixed the turnover issue, so that is a plus. For our Spurs, by the way, our three-point shot was awful tonight. 11 of 41, that is 27%. 27% in today's NBA is not going to win you, well, it's going to get you a loss like this, really. So, anyway, stats for our Spurs. Julian Champagnie, he had a minus 16. Actually, the worst plus-minus on the team was Wemby with a minus 21. Take that for what you will with box plus-minus. Champagnie with 21 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, no turnovers, 7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 10 from 3. Except for the bonehead fouls on Harden when he fouled Harden taking a three. He was actually good tonight. Sohan only played the first half, had 4 points, 3 boards, out with a left thumb injury. Hopefully he will not be out long, because if he is, that's not good. Harrison Barnes, an extremely quiet night. 4 points, did have 6 boards and 3 assists, but only 4 points, 1 of 4. He took 4 shots in 37 minutes. We need more from him than that. Wemby with an inefficient night offensively, 9 of 22 from the field, 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. Positives, though, he did have 24 points, 13 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, 9 blocks, and only 2 turnovers. 1 block short of a triple-double. Chris Paul, odd night, 14 points, 6 boards, 10 assists, 2 steals. That's the good. He did have 4 turnovers. That is the bad. Zach Collins with 4 points. I don't know how he got a plus 12 because my man was 0 for 5 from the field, including 0 for 3 from 3. A dud night from Collins from the field. Mamu came in, gave us a little bit of energy. He had 5 points, but gave us nothing else. And that's what I've noticed with him a little bit. He gave us 5 points. The hustle's there, but no boards, no assists, no steals, no blocks. You got to contribute something, right? No? Kellen Johnson, 5 of 8 from the field, 5 boards, 10 points. Malachi Branham, an inefficient night, 2 of 7 from the field. He had 7 points and didn't give us anything else. And Stephon Castle played 20 minutes tonight, the most in a while for him, maybe the most all season. A career high, 11 points, 4 of 10 shooting, although that's a little... Put an asterisk on that. He was 0 for 3 from 3, but one of those 3 was a half-court 3 that he takes a lot at the end of the quarters or halves, so that is what it is. 11 points, 4 boards, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 turnover. And the Spurs are going to drop to 3 and 4, right? I think we're 3 and 4. Are we 3 and 3, 3 and 4? Might not have updated yet, but I think we're 3 and 4. I'm tired, so yeah, we came into the game 3 and 3. We'll drop to 3 and 4. I don't know. Looked like we had them. You never have one in the bag, but when you have when you have those huge first quarter leads, though, you tend to take your foot off the gas pedal, and the other team gets a run, and then the momentum of the game has changed, and then just the better team will win. And tonight, the Clippers were the better team. Coming up next this week, and we'll be live for all of them, we got the Rockets at 8 p.m. Wednesday. We have the Blazers at 8 p.m. Thursday. Miss TSR Sports will be here for the Blazers game. That is Stephon Castle versus former teammate Donovan Klingon, former UConn teammates. And then we got the Jazz in an early one, and that is on NBA TV Saturday at 5 p.m. That's all I got. It's a big day tomorrow. Be nice to your fellow person, no matter what happens. I'm not going to say anything else. Just be nice to everybody. And that's all I got. Thank you all. I'm tired. On behalf of myself, Selena, Baby Coyote, Lil Mikey, and Headband Grogu, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!